So thank you for joining this session. Today I will share with you how to boost end-user experience with Tableau Governance, and I will do a feedback regarding how we are doing it at Schneider Electric. So the idea is to see how Schneider Electric is trying to boost end-user experience. So all of you know what is the purpose of Tableau in business intelligence. So it's to ensure that people have the right data to take decisions when they need it. And for that, so we have reinforced governance. This means we have put in place roles, processes, best practices to ensure that we achieve this role. In a modern analytics setup, so what we call modern analytics setups on our side, we are doing self-service business intelligence. So any people in Schneider Electric are able to create dashboards if they want. So I will explain later a little more. So just regarding myself, so I'm Marion Joubert. So I'm a data analyst leader in Schneider Electric. So what does this mean? So mainly I'm working for a team that create dashboards. So me, I'm working for the global supply chain. I'm based in Europe, so in France, as you probably noticed with my accent. And I'm also in charge of animating the community of Schneider Electric regarding Tableau. Because as you will see, we have many people developing Tableau dashboard in Schneider Electric. Okay, so normally you will see a loading time doing 9 seconds. And my question is, what does it represent? So I will have a list. Do you have any idea? No. So 9 seconds, normally you shall see the video. It's the average loading time to display one of our dashboards in Schneider Electric. So sometimes, for sure, it's faster. It could be like 2 or 5 seconds. But in many cases, it could be much longer, and it could be like 30 seconds or even 1 minute. So it was the starting point of our journey when we decided we should reinforce governance, Tableau and business intelligence governance, because it's not acceptable for our end users. So today, what I will present to you, so first the context. I will share a video, I hope it will work, regarding Schneider Electric, really short one. And then I will share how we are using Tableau at Schneider Electric. Then I will explain the why we would like to reinforce governance, and to finish, the solutions that we have put in place in Schneider Electric. So the context. So normally it will start with a short video that's 1.5 minutes to present Schneider. So I don't know if it's working. Not working, the video.
The world is full of people telling you who to believe they are. Well, we thought we'd tell you who we're not. Let's start here. We're not in shipping. We don't make lifts. Seriously, no lifts. We do this. We're good at this. And we make all of these. And even though you'll find us here and here, we don't make energy. We make you save it. Which is just one way we help you make an impact. Are we an internet company? Well, we connect and power just about everything around you, helping machines talk to each other and to you, making your world more personal. We're seeking out the big questions and answering them honestly. Like, how can we make the most of our energy and resources? Or can we make access to energy and digital basic human rights? We're real people, employees, developers, partners, investors, and inventors, all passionate about making an impact. We're open, humans of all sorts from all over, learning from each other and about each other. We're not here to save the world. It'll go on with or without us. We're here to be your digital partner for sustainability and efficiency, to ensure life is on everywhere, for everyone, at every moment.
So now that you know a little more about Schneider Electric, I will explain you how we are using Tableau in Schneider. So just for the context, we are 160 employees in 100 countries working for Schneider. And so the first thing, the KPI that I already shared with you, is regarding the average loading time, so 9 seconds. And once again, it could be much longer. So even if you maybe like to drink coffee, you will not drink one each time you open a dashboard. Second one I would like to share with you is the number of Tableau sites. So as you can see, we have a lot, 187. In fact, we are on the on-premise. We are not on Tableau Cloud, but on-premise. And these are representing all the teams using Tableau. Next KPI I would like to share with you is the number of dashboards. So just I forgot to mention you, these numbers are from July 2024, when we started to decide to reinforce governance. And so you can see that we have a lot, once again, so more than 13,000. And what is also really key is that we have more than 3,000 that are what we call stale content, so not used content since more than 3 months. Next KPI, so it's the number of viewers, people who are looking at dashboards. So once again, we have a lot who have access as Tableau viewer to our server, so more than 69,000, so not half of the employees, but a lot. But what is also really key is that we have only like 55% active user in 2024. And what does this mean? That people are requesting access as viewer to dashboard, but they never come back. So these people have not seen any dashboard in 2024. So why? So maybe because of the average loading time, or maybe regarding other issue. Next KPI is the number of dashboard owners. So people who have at least one dashboard published on the production server. So here you can see that we have also a lot, so 2,400. In fact, we allow any people, employees of Schneider, if they want to create dashboards, they can request a Tableau Desktop license, and they will be able to publish on Tableau server. And to finish, so the last KPI is regarding the number of extracts. So we are pushing live connection, but we have still many extracts. So you can see that it's representing more than 4,700. So it's a lot, and it represents 350 hours, so more than 14 days of extract each day. So this is really crazy, and for sure it impacts the performance, so the end user experience at the end. So this is how we are using Tableau at Schneider. So it's really used, that is good, but we have some issues. So now I will go on the why. So what I would like to share with you, and what I'm sharing with all the Tableau community, we could have the best tool. As you are here today, I guess you think Tableau is a great tool and it's really powerful. But if we are not using it properly, it will not work. So we'll have performance issues, even if, because sometimes people are coming to me and just say, okay, Tableau is slow, Tableau is a bad tool. Maybe should we move to Power BI? But I just explained to that it's not Tableau, the bad tool. Tableau is really a great tool, and it's what we are doing with it that we should improve. So here is the current problem. So we have many feedback from end users, so coming directly to us or through surveys. So first things, dashboard not meeting the needs. So we have seen that we have many people who have access as viewer, but only half of them are really using Tableau. So why? Maybe we are not creating the right dashboard for them, or not meeting their needs. Next one is dashboard not updated on time. So at the beginning, when we started in 2024, so for example, if me, I'm working for the global supply chain, so my end user are people working in plant and DCs, and they are starting really early in the morning, and they need their KPI at 6 a.m. when they arrive. And we had many extracts like pendings, and dashboards were only updated around 9 or 10. So even if you have the best dashboard, if you don't have your KPI when you need it, it will be not useful for you. Next one is too many dashboards. People are lost. Sometimes you have the same KPI in like 10 dashboards, duplicating dashboards, sometimes with different values, so people are lost. So this is also one of the key feedback. Dashboard not opening quickly, so we have already seen it many times. And to finish, dashboards not user-friendly. How many times I can see like dashboard look like Excels with big tables, big number of lines. Tableau, once again, it's a really powerful tool. You should use the white color, the white charts. This is also really important. So here I have listed some key elements regarding business intelligence and Tableau. So data quality, I have not talked about it here, but if you have the best dashboards, if maybe you are working for finance, and if your sales are not correct, you will not use it. Data quality is how I can have trust on my data and make sure that what I'm looking is the right things. Data freshness, so I already talked about it, is to make sure that I have my data when I need it. So if I need it, once again, at 6 a.m. in the morning, make sure that I have it at this time. Performance, so once again, it's how long I'm waiting to display my data. Design, so many times we focus only on designs to have nice dashboards. Me, I'm really like beautiful dashboards. But, and the last one, interactivity. So make sure that we can deep dive on our data. So first have like a summary view, and then be able to, if I have a decrease of my sales, I would like to understand why, maybe which categories is impacting the most the decrease, and all of that. So I will just ask to raise your hands only once to say, which element you think is the most important for you. So if you think data quality is the most important, many of you, and data freshness, just few. Performance, few. Design, really few. And interactivity, okay. So many times we focus on design interactivity as Tableau developer, but as we have seen, for sure, I think data quality was the main elements that you choose. So all these elements need to be to take into account to improve end user experience. So here I will just explain how we are working at Schneider Electric. So as I already mentioned, we are doing self-service business intelligence. So how it's working? On one side, we have the IT team. So we call it Schneider Digital. And IT team is in charge of really the Tableau platform. So once again, we are on-premise. So they are in charge of monitoring, like maintenance activities, upgrading to new versions. But they are not developing dashboards. So people who are developing dashboards are on the other side. So you can see that we have many teams. So if you remember, we have 187 Tableau signs. So it's representing all this bubble. And these people, so business people, sometimes they will spend only like 20% of their time to develop dashboards. It could be in marketing team, I will have 20% of my times to develop some dashboard for my team. And these people are also responsible to develop this dashboard, but for sure for adoption, community animation, and user support and continuous improvement. And what is really key on our side is that we are all in the same boat. And what is our boat is our Tableau production server. So maybe I'm working on the marketing team and I'm developing dashboard for my team, but if I'm not following the best practices, it will impact all end users in Schneider using Tableau. So if I'm importing millions of lines and I'm doing big extract and impacting the Tableau server performance, it will not impact only my team, but everyone using dashboards. So this is a starting point. So now I will go more on the solution, so regarding organizations, tools, and processes. So just a reminder regarding governance, what does it mean? So the idea is to establish clear controls, roles, and repeatable processes. And once again, what we like to do with business intelligence and Tableau, and to ensure that people have the right data when they need it to take actions and make decisions. So for that, what we have done, so as you have seen in the previous pictures, we have the IT team, Schneider Digital on one side, and on the other side, we have the business team. And here, what we have decided is to reinforce governance to add a new role. And on our side, so we have used the Tableau site administrators, but it could be any other key user, that are the bridge between the IT team and all the Tableau publishers, because we have a lot. And the idea is to make sure that these people will be responsible for all the contents that it publishes on their Tableau sites. So to make sure that they are not doing big extracts, that they are checking adoption, removing unused contents, and all these best practices. And for that, to support these people, so we are doing sessions to these people, and after, these people are doing sessions to their Tableau developer. So we have really added this middle layer to support the messages and to responsabilize them. And for that, we have also created a tool, a monitoring tool. So for once, we have not creating a dashboard for other end users, but we have created a Tableau dashboard for us. So using mainly Tableau database, but also some other information from our company, but it's 90% based on Tableau database. And the idea is to have a view where you can see all your KPIs that you want to follow. So extract time, loading time, adoption, all the KPIs. And in these tools, it's not only just showing the KPIs, but it's really how we can support the Tableau developers and the key users, so the Tableau site administrator, to take actions, to make sure, okay, it's good to see my KPIs, but what I'm doing with it and what I could do to improve it. So I will do a quick demo, if I can share, of this tool. Okay, so here you can see the tool directly on Tableau server. And here I will present just few views, but here it's, for example, the summary view. So this view is available for all Tableau developers. So it's a raw security level, so this means each Tableau developer will see only the dashboard for which they are owners. And you can see in this summary view all the KPIs, the main KPIs that we would like to see. So we have the size for sure, and if it's based on data sources, it will also include the data sources. You will see when it was the last view, and also what is important, so average of users, so by day, we are working more by day, views, and extract time, loading time. And we can talk also, maybe I'm not talking about it today, but subscriptions can also impact a lot the performance of the Tableau server, so it could be also added. And you can see on the right, we have icons with actions. And so for all the KPIs, the lines for which you are not okay, you can see that you have some actions. So for here, for example, our target for us, the loading time is 5 seconds. Here I'm at 10 seconds, so I should improve it. And I can see directly some actions I could do, like hide all unused field or run optimizer, the great tool of Tableau that we have already have, record performance to see how I could do that. So this is shared to all Tableau developers have access to that. And also, as Tableau site administrator, I can just switch here and see the same view as Tableau site administrator, and I will see all the dashboard, not only mine. So this is summary view, but you have also other view. I will just check if it's okay. If we want to deep dive more as Tableau site administrator, we have also deep dive on some KPIs. So here I will maybe show just extract time. And once again, the idea is to easily find directly when we should take actions. So here, for example, so I'm on extract time. So here it's on, I think, 30 days. And you can see the most longest one on the top. And we also cross this KPI with number of viewers and number of views. Because, okay, maybe if you have a long extract time, but you have many users and many views, okay, maybe it will be a second step. So we should start with the one with few viewers and few views. So for example, if I'm taking the first one, we can see that we have more than, so I can click on it to just filter. Okay. So it's average of 2 hours of extracts by day only for this dashboard, and I have only even not 1 user by day. So first things to do is to stop this extract or to do something because the dashboard is not used and it's taking performance on the server. So I will not go more on details. On each view that we have developed, you can also have an information icon. and see how to use the view for the Tableau site administrators and how to use it and link to documentations. So I will go back to the presentations. Thanks. So it was if I had issue with the demo, so okay. Here, what I would like also to share is that so we have seen the more technical governance, but also on a smaller scope. Here, I'm just talking for the global supply chain on Europe regions. We are also working on functional governance. So this means how to select the right projects to develop. And first things, it's to know does something already exist, because it's a starting point, and many times we are duplicating existing dashboards. So here we have created what we call the GSC App Store. So we have a dashboard catalog where we can find all existing dashboards. You can search for keywords and you will see everything that is existing. And here I will not go in the detail of all the process, but the idea is to ensure that we develop what is really needed. So we are working with the business, because me, I'm more technical, so I'm not able to say, okay, this is a good idea or not. So I will work with a business team to say, okay, which dashboard we should develop. If something already exists, could we improve it? Could we do something? And also, to us, it supports us because we have 3 levels of development. So we have the local one, what we call for the plant and the DCs. We have the region one, so me, I'm working for Europe. And we have also the global one. So also to know at which level we should develop our dashboards. So now I will share with you some achievements that we have done since we have started to reinforce this Tableau and BI governance. So the first one, you can see that the number of dashboards have decreased, and most important, the dashboards that are not used have decreased from 23% to 17%. It's still a lot, so we are doing stealth content campaigns every quarter to make sure that we are cleaning all unused contents. So this is really important. Next key figure I would like to share is the number of dashboard owners. This one has increased. It's not bad. If people are using the best practices, it's okay. We want to open as all Tableau developer, it's possible to create dashboard in Schneider, but really we need to make sure that we are following best practices. The big achievement that we had is regarding the extract time. So as you can see, we have decreased it from 350 hours to less than 200. So this is really our big achievements. But you can see that our average loading time is still the same. So for sure, we are working on the most used dashboard to improve it. So we have done some improvements on some of dashboard, but we still have long loading time. And on the bottom right, you can see a feedback from one of the Tableau site administrator that is using the monitoring tool. And to conclude, what I would like to say, it's just the beginning of the journey. In fact, governance is not a one-time project. So as you have seen, we have more dashboard owners. This means we have always new people developing dashboard in the companies, and they are not always technical people. So we need to work continuously on this topic and make sure that people are aware of what we are doing. And also what I would like to share, so we are for sure a big company, a large company, and but the idea of what we have done is just to empower the Tableau developers, make sure that they are monitoring the KPIs. So when you are owner of a dashboard, make sure that what you are doing is used or remove it from the server, follow extract time, follow all of that. And also to reinforce the responsibility of some key users. So on our site, once again, it's a Tableau site administrators, but it could be any key users on your company. And I'm done for the presentation. So thanks a lot for joining.